I think it's absolutely essential if you want to be a high-performing trader, if you want to be a high-performing individual who's productive, who's fulfilled, who's consistent. I think it's incredibly important to have a successful morning routine. I'm sure you've seen the difference in your life from the days you're consistent and productive and successful in the morning versus the times you're not. A morning routine can really make or break the day, in other words. So in this particular video, I'm going to share my theories on what makes an excellent morning routine. I'm going to give you 3 things that I believe every single person should have in a morning routine. And I guarantee you, implementing these 3 things, you'll see an increase in performance, productivity, fulfillment, and consistency in your days. Now, if this is the first time checking into the channel, first and foremost, welcome. My name is Pat Bayluni and I'm the founder of Master Your Trading Mindset, which is an education and performance coaching business. And we help traders all around the world break through the psychological patterns that hold them back from consistency and funding. Now, if you don't already have a copy of our free Bulletproof Your Mindset tool, jump to the description and grab one. This tool's helping hundreds of traders all around the world lower their emotional volatilities, increase consistency in their results, all that type of stuff. I only let 30 copies out per week because I personally follow up every single person, so ensure you grab a copy if you haven't already. Now, I believe an excellent morning routine should do 2 things. First and foremost, I believe an excellent morning routine should get you aligned and balanced and in a good state of mind. And the second thing here is living by priority and getting onto the highest priority thing for the day. Those are really the 2 things I look for when we talk about having a successful morning routine. If I can get in a good state of mind, balanced, congruent, aligned, and I can get to my highest priority task for the day, that to me is the perfect morning routine. And I've tried a lot of different things: cold showers, hot showers, exercise, run, eating, not eating, coffee, no coffee, even some stimulants, even some drugs, whatever it may be. And I believe the essential cornerstone of a successful morning routine comes back to those 2 things. It's something that gets you aligned and something that gets you living by priority. And I wanted to give my top 3 things that I've seen over the last 6 years of trying to perfect my own morning routine. By no means is it perfect, but I think I've gotten it to a place where it's powerful and productive. I'm going to share top 3 things that you can implement into your morning routine to see an improvement in yours. Now, the first thing actually starts the night before. And I'm a big promoter of having a journal, some sort of piece of paper and a pen, and writing down the night before a list for the next day. I'm a huge list guy. I've got my Notion, I've got my Google Calendar. My life's very well structured in terms of what I'm doing, but then all I want to focus on is the next day sometimes. And that night before, pulling out a pen and paper and I'm writing down on that piece of paper, what's the highest priority agenda for the next day? That's it. What's the highest priority agenda for the next day? And it may be 3 things, it may be 10 things, but all the things I'm putting down on that piece of paper are extremely high priority to me. Now, when I write those things down, another little thought process I'm running through is I'm asking myself the question, why is it important to do this task tomorrow? Now, you may be familiar with the Eisenhower matrix, which is that 4 matrix where you determine whether a task is important and urgent. Those are the high priority tasks, important and urgent. Is it urgent but not important? You can delegate that. Is it not urgent but important? You can date that, do it another time. And if it's not urgent, not important, delete it. So you're really trying to categorize, all right, what's the urgent and most important task I can be doing tomorrow? And you're asking yourself the question, why? Why am I doing this task? And here's why. If you in your mind can see the importance of doing that task tomorrow, you can see how important it is and you can see how urgent it is, you're going to do it. I guarantee you all the times you procrastinate, lack motivation, or don't have focus or hesitate, all those things are symptoms of expecting yourself to do a task that isn't important and isn't urgent. So when I'm writing that list the night before, I'm running through my head why. I'm asking myself the question, why am I doing this? Is it really important? Is it really urgent? Or does it fall in one of the other 3 matrices where I can either delegate it, date it for another time, or delete it altogether? And this just helps me ensure that everything I put on that piece of paper the night before is the highest priority thing I can be focusing on. So that's step number one. That's my first tip here. Do that the night before. The next tip is the moment you wake up, I would be going into some sort of gratitude practice. I pull out my phone and go into my Notion. I've made a video on this previously, and I'm writing down what I had the opportunity to do, what I'm incredibly grateful for. And this just puts you in a state of abundance. Instead of thinking about the things you don't have, you focus on the things you do have. You focus on the solutions, you get more solutions. You focus on the problems, you get more problems. So I've just found this to be such an abundance building exercise. Every morning, I'm just writing down what I'm grateful for, what I've had the opportunity to do, and what I have in my life. And the third thing is getting focused on the highest priority thing. For some of you, it may be exercising. I know for me, it's the most important first thing I can do in the day is exercise. But whatever that is for you, I'm not trying to project or impose that on you. You need to be honest with what your life demonstrates. You need to have a look at your list, and you need to get started on the highest priority thing. And just getting started on the highest priority thing that morning, this is the third tip, focus and execute on the highest priority thing will help you start building momentum in the day. So if you're a trader, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an individual out there who wants to get more at their life and perform at a high level, I encourage a morning routine. 3 things I encourage in a morning routine is plan the night before, important, urgent tasks, do a gratitude practice, focus on what you do have, the abundance, and execute on the highest priority thing. Doing those 3 things will help you build immense momentum in your day, and immense momentum in your day is, in a sense, immense momentum in your life. You do that every day, and you'll see some amazing results after 3 months, after a year. Now, if you resonate with these principles, I teach my AIM framework in the 12-week challenge in detail. That's been the most successful goal setting and transformation thing for traders that I've seen. I cover that in the first 3 weeks. I encourage you to check out the 12-week challenge if my videos resonate with you, because I know it will have a profound impact in your life. So I'll see you all in the next video.